Yeah. Deep thoughts.
And we can just...
No, just edit out the
Yeah, this
bad
part
bits.
right here, you'll get edit her out. Alright. Alright, welcome to the Deep Thoughts Podcast, episode 18. It's been a while. Huh, Zach?
Welcome to the semi-annual.
Yeah, it's semi-annual. It's almost been 2 months.
Quarterly reports.
Almost been 2 months since our last episode. A lot has happened, and we're going to
Our
talk
stocks
about...
are down, the views are down.
Yeah.
We're losing money fast.
I know, no one's bought a wristband in years. But, alright.
I don't think anyone's bought whatever.
No.
We've
no.
actually lost money.
I've tried to give them away, and they don't want them. But all right, should we just get started? Lots happened in the last
Yeah, you
months.
got your grocery list pulled up?
Yep, I got a list of everything we're going to talk about, and there's a lot. So
yeah, welcome to the Super Bowl 52 review edition.
yeah. So first things first, the Super Bowl 53. I thought it was 53.
Let's see, 50 was...
Oh my gosh, the Super Bowl 53.
No, it was 50... It was 53,
3.
yeah, because 52, yeah. 52 was the Eagles one.
Oh my gosh, what year is it? All right, so the Super Bowl 53 halftime show, Zach. We are on a fucking boycott.
This is the only
Maroon
reason why
5.
we put this podcast back up, was to rant about
Exactly. Fuck Maroon 5, fuck Travis Scott, fuck anyone who was involved in teasing about the SpongeBob Sweet Victory song being played and then not playing it. You're gonna rot in hell.
this. Boycotting the NFL. That's what I'm boycotting for, not the kneeling. It's,
Yeah,
the,
exactly.
it's the SpongeBob.
I'm with Cap, but I'm against Maroon 5. So, yeah. So,
Bold stance, brave. really brave.
Yeah, unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I guess we can just kind of jump right in. If you haven't heard, if you don't know the lore of the Maroon 5 halftime show, if you've ever watched SpongeBob, which I'm sure you have.
So what the Super Bowl is
Yeah. So the NFL AFL merged and they created
Yeah.
the Super Bowl. So anyways, if you watch SpongeBob, you know the episode, the Bubble Bowl, where SpongeBob has to
I'm
make
gonna
a
say
band.
Bubble Boy. When he like tap
Well,
dances with a bubble.
Yeah, I know that it was the actual episode is called Band Geeks, if you want to look it up. But basically, SpongeBob has to help Squidward perform the halftime show at a music event or a football event, whatever. And they show up, and Squidward's like, "Oh man, they're gonna fucking suck."
And they
But-
do at first.
No, they don't. Well,
When they're doing, like, the practice.
Well, yeah, when they practice. We're not going to go through the whole episode. But we get to the halftime show, and they're amazing. They play Sweet Victory for about 2 minutes, and it's just the fucking best
I
song
thought you were
ever.
gonna say 2 minutes, 6 seconds, and 30 seconds. Like just have it down to like the second.
Yeah, the best 2 minutes, 6 seconds of my life.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so they played at the halftime show. Everybody loves it. And
Everyone
this
in
year...
the fans everyone in the stands are crying.
Oh, yeah, everyone's just going crazy. So, anyways... about how it connects to the NFL halftime show. So, Steven Hillenburg, the creator of SpongeBob, passed away this last year, which was very sad. And then everyone thought it'd be cool if they made a petition to where Maroon 5 played Sweet Victory at the Super Bowl halftime show in honor of Steven Hillenburg and his death.
And the NFL was like, yes, Travis Scott should be in the Super Bowl.
Exactly. So to go right in there, they fucking teased that they were going to play the SpongeBob song at halftime. Like, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, like, tweeted about it, and they were the hosts of the Super Bowl, and everybody was fucking teasing, and everyone was so excited. We were at a Super Bowl party, right? There were so many of us, and we're all hyped. We usually never watch the halftime show. We usually go out and, toss the football around. It's a good time, but instead we skipped that, so we could watch this bullshit performance by Maroon 5 and Travis fucking Scott, where they just showed, like, a 5-second clip of SpongeBob, and to enter sicko mode for Travis Scott, who no one gives a fuck about. All they had to do was just play the 2-minute fucking Sweet Victory song, and it would have been the best halftime show of all time. Everyone would have loved it. I would have downloaded every Maroon 5 song possible. I would have paid for every single fucking album on CD. But since they didn't, I fucking hate them. We're boycotting them. If you're listening to this right now, never listen to Maroon 5 again. Fuck Adam Levine. Fuck The Voice. Fuck everything. Alright. SpongeBob deserves better.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah. Do you agree with my stance, Zach? Were you as mad as I was?
I wasn't that heated.
I was genuinely mad because they played us. They did it for fucking views and ratings, and then just bamboozled us like a bunch of fucks. Fuck them. What's your thoughts on it, Zach?
Well, I'm excited for the NFL draft this year.
Oh, I'm very excited for the NFL draft.
I was mad, but after about an hour, I was okay.
after a couple little smokies and some tacos.
After I fired a few rounds into the air, I was okay with my pistol.
We all shot our shotguns outside in anger. All right, so that was
after I burned all my Adam Levine posters. I was okay.
Yeah. So that was my first topic for the day. I know it happened about a little over
like 5 weeks ago.
A little over a month ago, but you know, it was our first time to have a platform.
It's still haunting your nights.
Oh, definitely. I've had many nightmares of Maroon 5 just fucking teasing me. So
that sounds weird.
Anyways, next on my list, Robert Kraft. Also happened a couple weeks ago, but hey, I guess it's still kind of relevant. So Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots,
the owner of Kraft Macaroni,
he was caught in a prostitution
sticking his noodles where they were belonging.
Robert Kraft was caught prostituting himself for money, and so
I don't think he was selling himself.
No,
I think
he was. You didn't hear about that?
I thought he was paying people. I don't think he was like.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. So Robert Kraft was a part of some underground sex trafficking thing. And I think he personally paid for sex.
He definitely did.
Okay,
yeah.
Definitely. But so that legal troubles are, coming abound.
I don't know how he'll recover.
No, there's no way. He'll have to pay
He'll
like a $5,000 fine. Yeah.
$5,000. You get more for like selling pirated DVDs.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was funny how when it first came out, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, take away some of the Patriots draft picks." It's like, what does that have to do with the football team?
Like, they just want an excuse to hate him.
Yeah, exactly.
Suspend Tom Brady right now.
Yeah.
He was behind it.
Deflated Kraft balls. But, yeah, so that's the next thing on my list. Another current in parentheses. Steve Irwin's birthday was a couple of days ago, or about a week ago, and fucking PETA, the Pet Entertainment Network. Well, I don't know what it stands for.
I don't even know.
Pet Entertainment Tonight Annually. They
Tonight Annually?
Yes.
This one night every...
Fuck PETA, alright? Fuck PETA. So PETA's basically this organization that basically pretends to like animals and then shits on people who say anything
kills
about
animals.
Exactly. So they
kills animals while they're like telling you like you shouldn't do that.
Exactly. So everyone was tweeting happy birthday to Steve Irwin. They're like, we miss you, and like he.
And then they were mad about the Google homepage made like the artwork, like the Google homepage had like the picture dedicated to him, and so they're like. And it was a the picture that they used was like a drawing of Steve Irwin in like the lake, and he had like his arm around like an alligator or something, like that.
Yeah,
and
very
so,
wholesome.
They're like he's harassing alligators. It's like you're using reference based off a drawing.
PETA basically just spoke about how like Steve Irwin was like
he was a harasser.
He was not a good person. He would go into animals' sanctuaries and animals' homes and just like fuck with them for entertainment.
They probably thought this is gonna get so many likes and retweets.
I know.
Everyone's gonna be so. They're gonna
oh my gosh, we're so edgy.
Yeah, no, we're so woke.
Yeah,
that woke crowd is gonna like us, so we're gonna get trended.
Then everyone just turned on PETA. I mean, not really turned on. We were never really with them. Everyone hates PETA, but everyone kind of freaked out and just tore them to shreds, which they deserve it. So. Yeah,
they're basically like a company that's like. We donate money to like this one charity or something, but meanwhile they're just screwing over like millions of other people.
Yeah. Did you see all the tweets where if you did #donate, PETA would reply to your tweet and say like, "Thanks for your support." Did you see that?
For just #donate?
Just #donate, and they would reply to it like it'd just be like a bot. So everyone was tweeting just like, "Man, like." Reply to this tweet if you just abuse animals. #donate, and PETA would be like, "Thank you for your support."
That's funny.
Yeah, it was a
PETA just makes dumb mistake over dumb mistake. No, they also had that one controversy earlier where they were like, please don't use like these food related sayings and like use these vegan conscious sayings.
Well, don't grab the bull by the horns. Grab a rose by its thorns or some bullshit like that.
Shit like that.
Fuck you.
Yeah, let's just change the culture of America.
Yeah, change a fucking saying.
Because we all know how many bulls died for that saying.
Yeah, exactly.
For my freedom of speech.
Oh man. So, how much time we had? Yeah. So those are probably the most current events in the world.
Even though they're from like a month ago.
Yeah, nothing else to talk about. We could talk about how Donald Trump gave the Clemson national Clemson national champions, a bunch of fast food.
Didn't he do that for another championship?
Yeah, he did that
team?
for the Division II championship.
Well, now he's just going to roll with it forever.
Yeah, might as well. Fuck
you
it.
can't play favorites now. If you give the next person like a nice steak dinner or something like that,
exactly.
you're going to like you're playing favorites.
Yeah, that's rough.
That approval rating's just going to tank after you give that team steaks. Steakgate.
Yeah, Steakgate, man.
I don't know. I think they would be fine with it.
I don't think they give it.
It's more for the experience of like, I'm only going to the White House for that steak. I just every time I go there, it's to die for.
I'm pretty sure they care more about winning the national championship than even going to the White House in the first place. I don't think they even care. It's kind of just one of those traditions where you kind of just go with it and then
eat some Whoppers with the president.
Yeah, fuck it.
What's more American than that?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a very good question. In other news about some personal issues, I officially had my colonoscopy. We were kind of hinting about it. Yeah, life update for me. It's,
sneak peek.
It's been a rough few months. Yeah, real sneak peek. Fucking deep peek in my butthole. But so on the last podcast, we talked about my various rectal exams and how I was possibly going to get a colonoscopy. And in these last 2 months, I did get a colonoscopy, and I'm going to go into great gruesome detail about the experience. So basically,
here comes the documentary.
It's fucking weird though, because like people that have had colonoscopies were telling me they're like, oh, it's fine. Like they're just going to put you under, and you're just going to like not
you're
even
just going to be sore
anything.
in the morning.
Yeah, well, not even that. They're just like, yeah, it's going to be done, and you're going to think you just like fell asleep and woke up. And so I was laying in the hospital bed. They put me in
and then you woke up in an alley.
Yeah, my kidneys pulled out. But so I was in this hospital bed, and they rolled me into a whole different room. And they're basically like, okay, we're gonna start giving you these like sedatives, and then you'll slowly start falling asleep.
And then Iron Man came out in a costume. It's like
what?
Like the Make-A-Wish.
Oh, jeez. Anyways, so they started giving me sedatives, and I was kind of just like laying there and like kind of slowly falling asleep, but I never really was fully asleep. I was kind of just in and out of consciousness. So I remember at one point, I remember them sticking it in, and that made me recoil a little bit, and I had to like grab the railing to fucking brace for impact. And so, but once
you're like, I know the drill.
Yeah, just breathe in a couple breaths. Deep breaths. So once it was in, it wasn't really that bad. And then I remember waking up, and the fucking giant ass TV with the microscopic camera of my butthole was right next to me. So I remember waking up in the middle of my colonoscopy and just looking at the TV and just
that's
seeing
weird that you woke up, because usually like
I was kind of just like open my eyes and just see it. Like I remember seeing the video, and I remember looking on the inside of my butt, and I was like, I don't know if that looks right, and then I kind of just fell back asleep, and then just went back and forth, and then it was over. And then I think I got Red Robin after to celebrate. So
did you get like a trophy too, like a little medal?
Yeah, they gave me a T-shirt. My butthole was examined with an arrow pointing up to my face.
It's like the FBI female body inspector shirts.
Female butt inspector. Yeah.
You think that's what the doctors wear, like in their free time?
That'd be funny. I wish that'd be a fun job, fucking colonoscopy doctor.
I would not like that.
Buttholes all day. Why not?
That doesn't sound like a fun job to be.
I mean, I don't know. I guess there's a lot of gross people you'd meet, but I'm one of them. So next topic.
So next life update. I'm changing my major.
Yeah.
Discovered my new passion.
Jeez, it's a skill of trade.
Next skill topic. Of trade. I'll trade you a colonoscopy for some furs.
I don't know what I'm talking about. That's like most of my topic that I wrote down. Another thing we could talk about is I thought this was kind of adorable, a little adorable host story. Mm-hmm. Back in high school when we took Spanish class, we were in different Spanish classes, and we had to pick a Spanish name to use, and we both used Guillermo without even telling each other. It was adorable.
And everyone thought that we planned that out.
Yeah, everyone was like, "You planned that?" We're like, "No, we did it on accident." They're like, "Yeah, fuck you, idiots." Fucking gay.
Guillermo, if that is your real name.
Yeah. Fucking Guillermo. The only reason I use Guillermo is because of the Jonah Hill cartoon that came out for like 6 episodes.
Alan Gregory?
Alan Gregory, yeah.
I never saw it.
Oh my gosh. I just remember he had a little Mexican friend named Guillermo, and he like made fun of him the whole time.
Did you like that show?
I watched. I mean, that was like back in freshman year of high school. When
I
watched the first episode. I was like, "This is the best show ever." And then I watched the next episode, and I was like, "Why did I like this?"
I think that might have came out the same time that Napoleon Dynamite cartoon came out. That was like the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, it was awful.
Like they try to throw in like supernatural shit and like ghosts and stuff in like that show. I'm like, that's not how it works. So it was like It was liked because it was almost like a home video type shit, like low budget shit.
Yeah,
I still love that movie.
I know, the Play Doh is so funny. I rewatched it again like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And I remember like it's one of those movies where you watch and you're like, oh, I forgot about this part, but it's like every single scene is just a memorable part. Where you're just like, no way.
There's at least one funny part in it.
Yeah, just every single scene is just so good. Oh man.
I just always thought it was funny that like he's going to like the high school or whatever, and then some of the kids look like they're 10, and then there's like some 35-year-old guys that are like pushing them in the lockers and
bullies
stuff.
and stuff. Like
yeah, I'm like, he looks like he has like a mortgage and shit like that.
Fucking mortgage.
And I didn't know this until recently that like Summer was like Hilary Duff's sister.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I could see it. But for Summer. Oh man. What other topics do you got? This is all I had. Any of those topics, would you like to elaborate on any of those?
Did you like Spanish class at all?
I thought it was good. I like playing all those little games. Especially, like, freshman year was a lot better than sophomore year, because sophomore year we had to learn about how to make sentences in Spanish.
Yeah, you actually had to work.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of just memorizing the vocab.
And it's like, was it every single Friday that we got to watch, like, a movie with, like, the...
Was it every Friday? It might have been. I don't know.
It felt like it was a lot.
We watched a lot of movies. We watched at least, like, 7 or 8 movies.
What was it like? You'd have to write down like 10 Spanish words that weren't like the most general words ever, like A or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, that's such a weird thing.
Yeah, you just fucking bust it out in like 5 minutes and then be able to watch the rest of the movie for the rest of the class. It was nice.
Except it was always like slightly annoying when like the voices were like the
oh yeah, just fucking awful.
I think we watched like Despicable Me and like Gru was like the worst thing ever.
So just scratchy and annoying. Not Steve Carell. Not Steve Carell worthy.
Yeah, not my Despicable Me.
Not my Guru. But and then sophomore year we gotta watch Dame Chocolate.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm sure some of our listeners remember the Dame Chocolate days. So Dame Chocolate was a fucking Spanish soap opera. We watched the whole entire season or series, whatever, in Spanish class.
I think it was like the whole series because I think it was just like a one. I don't know if they had seasons or whatever.
At least like 20 episodes. We watched a lot of it.
Yeah.
So it's basically the soap opera about this ugly chick who is like the heir to the throne of some chocolate company. Or I don't know, she's ugly. That's like her biggest thing. But then she
all that was wrong with her was like her nose.
Yeah, her nose was just giant.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of like soap opera shit goes down. It's just super just outrageous and cheesy. But oh my, it's so funny because at the very beginning of the semester, everyone's like, haha, like the show's so dumb and like blah blah.
Yeah.
And then it gets like later in the semester, and then everyone just gets super into it, and then everyone like gets involved with the characters and like everything that's going on. It was so fun.
I know everyone at the end, like, there was one scene where, like, everyone was just cheering so loud because they just wanted that scene to happen. I'm like, what is even happening right now? Like, what is that?
Oh,
was that every single week that we watched, like, an episode of that?
Yeah, it'd have been at least every week.
Probably Fridays or something.
Like, I would never miss school anymore. I used to, like, I would be, like, sick, and I'd be like, fuck, I'm gonna miss Dame Chocolate. I'm gonna have to look up what happened on YouTube.
I know.
But basically, it gets to the end where the actress that plays the ugly girl, it's just a fake nose, obviously, so she gets her nose up.
Yeah, it's like the most like plastic-looking thing ever.
Like
you bought it like Halloween.
Her face with her fucked up nose will be the fucking what is it? The picture on Spotify.
Yeah, it was like either that or like Adam Levine. It was something like that.
Adam Levine with a cross through his head, like a knife in his back.
Or I'll just Photoshop her face on Adam Levine's body.
That'd be fun.
If I can work this computer to be able to do that.
Yeah, seriously, it took us fucking a week to make our shitty ass logo. It took like a day.
That first logo was something else, man.
I know, you can find on Instagram our very first logo on the very bottom. It looks disgusting. The second one's at least decent.
Looked like it got puked out of a nuclear factory or something.
Yeah, seriously, it's so gross. The color scheme is just awful. It's like red and green and black. Oh man, I didn't want to think about it.
Yeah, it was basically like the Mr. Yuck sticker with a few changes on it.
Exactly.
Like, stay away.
Yeah. We could talk about some more current events. I'm growing out my beard right now. It looks gross, but I promised my friend.
Could make the other picture.
Just fucking close with my patchy ass beard. I promised my friend I'd grow it out till the end of this coming weekend so we could see it because I'm gonna go visit him.
And the next time I see you, it's just like full on lumberjack.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually grew into it. I like it, but I've always wanted a beard.
I always hate growing them out.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't like the scratchiness. Like when it's like in the in between stage, where it just looks like a really bad stubble or something. Like you just look dirty.
Thanks.
No, I'm saying that's for me. But like,
yeah.
It just doesn't grow in fast enough for me to like really want to.
I just see people that have just nice beards, and I'm like, damn, I want that. Like, I want the feeling of just like, you know,
I'm a man.
Have some cover, yeah. Have some
cover for the winter.
Yeah, exactly. Stay warm out there. Summer's coming up. Got any fun plans for summer?
Vegas.
Oh yeah, we're going to Vegas. We already talked about that though.
No, I think all we talked about it was that it was happening at some point.
Yeah.
What are we even gonna do on that trip? Because I know your dad usually has like a lot of stuff planned out.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like, so it's gonna be 3 nights, and it's gonna be like party bus. We're gonna do like a high end club one night. So you got to bring your dress up stuff. I'm gonna dress in suit and tie.
Oh geez, I'll have to dig something out of there. Yeah. I haven't worn a tie in a long time.
I don't even know how to tie a tie.
But it's not a great tie.
Oh shit. Yeah, we'll just fucking, I don't know, walk around, go to the casinos, drink a lot.
We're going to be sweating bad then. It's going to be like 120 in July.
Well, it'll be at night when we go to the club.
Okay, it's fine, like 95.
Yeah. I've been to Vegas. At least it's not humid at all. Welcome to the weather podcast. Vegas is not, if you're thinking about going to Vegas, it's pretty nice. It's not very humid, it's just really hot. It's nice. It's good heat.
Yeah, the humidity is from like all the sweat from like the strippers.
Yeah. Gross. I'm excited. I want to gamble. I haven't gambled in a long time. The first time I ever gambled for my 18th birthday, when I went to the fucking Coeur d'Alene casino, I lost, I went 2 days in a row, and I lost like $400 of birthday money, because I was kind of planning on losing it. And then I went the next time, like a couple months later, and then I won like $20. I was like, oh shit, this is amazing. And I haven't been back since.
I went to the casino last week and won like $30.
Oh yeah.
But then, I mean, that's gone after like a couple drinks, so.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
I can't buy drinks yet, I'm not 21.
Yeah, you can't even go to the Northern Quest Casino yet.
No, I cannot. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
Yeah. We've gone through every single topic that we're going to talk about. I can talk about my weird dreams. So I've been having some pretty weird dreams lately, and I've been writing them down on my phone. So here's one of them. The first weird dream that kind of started the little roll, I guess. I was working in like a restaurant in like the wine section or something. It was pretty much my whole section was about wine, and my boss was Willem Dafoe, who plays the Green Goblin in the first original Spider-Man's. Yeah, and I just remember him just screaming like crazy, just yelling at everyone. Not really me. I was kind of just like in the background. He was like yelling at all the workers about wine and stuff. And I woke up. My heart rate got so fast. I woke up. I forgot about this dream. This was fucking weird. It was a new animated movie that was coming out, obviously, and it's basically just about a fucking giant Shrek fighting a big green snake thing, and Shrek was voiced by J.T. Miller, like Deadpool's friend.
Oh god! And from the Emoji Movie, can't forget that.
Yeah, and then from the Emoji Movie, and yeah, it's pretty wild. I remember I was just like.
I kind of want to see that now.
I know. Fucking big Shrek.
You've already experienced it.
Yeah, I was like, they literally just started fighting, and JT Miller was just saying a bunch of like little funny quips. And I remember I was like in the battlefield, and there's just a big giant mountain of sand, and I kept falling, and like in the sand I would take a step, and I would start sinking in the sand. So I had to like keep moving on the sand, and it's like I was sinking while this fucking big ass Shrek and Snake are fighting next to me. I wonder if I told that to like a sleep specialist, they'd probably think I have like fucking Asperger's or something.
Because of your dreams, you dreamed of Shrek.
Yeah, big ass Shrek. And then I had another dream the next night where my nephew Barrett, little baby Barrett, he said his first word. I was holding him, then he said Blake, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's his first word. He said my name, and then yeah, that was about it. That was nice.
Yeah, I think you do have Asperger's.
Thank you, Zach.
That would never happen.
Yeah.
I wish I remembered my dreams, but my dreams are always like really weird. Like what usually happens is like I remember my dreams when like I drink.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why that triggers it.
That was weird, actually.
But like
maybe you just have like a deeper sleep.
Maybe, but I don't know about that because usually after I drink I wake up more throughout the night.
Really?
So it's like I dream more, but then I also wake up more. It's so weird.
So do you have like a bunch of different dreams, or is it always just like?
It's usually different, yeah.
Huh.
Except like I'll remember bits and pieces, but then I don't actually remember like full coherent thoughts about it. I'm like, I think that happened, and I think that happened, but
that's why I started putting in my phone, and like Because I'll wake up at like 5 a.m. after like a dream real quick, and I'll be like, what the fuck? And I'll just like put it in my phone real quick, and then I'll wake up like 3 hours later, I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. And then now kind of start remembering it again. Pretty fun times in the Blake mind right now.
In the mind of Blake.
That's about all I got going right now, just fucking dreaming about Willem Dafoe yelling at me while I'm trying to get this wine out.
Did you get any more car accidents this year?
No, I did not. Knock on wood.
I almost did earlier.
Really? What happened?
Well, I was like going... My car isn't that great in the winter because I only have like all seasons, and it's like a 2-wheel drive car. But then it was like pure ice. It's like a sheet of ice because it was like 20 degrees and everything had like melted and then froze. And then I was like going 15 or 20 on like a 30 because there's no one around me, so I was like, I'll just take it slow because my car isn't the greatest.
Yeah. And
then I started braking from really far away, but it was on like the slightest decline, and I was coming towards a roundabout, and then I just like slammed into the center of the roundabout.
Oh my god.
And luckily there was no one there, or else I would have just totally T-boned him, and there was no damage to my car, thankfully.
That's good. So you just went right over the middle?
I didn't go right over the middle. I kind of like went in like sideways because I was like sliding a little bit into because of like a slight turn, and just like slammed like into the side of the tire.
Jeez.
So I'm glad that I didn't like bend my tire or whatever like that, or break a bumper or anything.
Damn, I'm glad you're okay, Zach.
Thanks.
Hey, can you think of any other near-death experiences? I don't think if I have any.
I haven't died too many times.
I got a topic we can do. You ready, Zach?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just nodding, but
no head nodding on a podcast.
It's not a visual one.
Alright, I'm going to list off some nostalgic / underrated movies, and you're going to tell me what you think of them, okay?
Okay, hopefully I've seen some of these.
Alright, first one, The Game Plan.
Oh, was that the one with Dwayne Johnson?
Yes, before he became The Rock. Before he became the boulder that he is now.
Well, I think the only time I watched that was when I was under gas at the dentist office and I was watching a movie.
It's probably the best time to watch The Game Plan, honestly.
But I remember I was like, oh, it's alright. I don't know.
Nice.
It's been like 10 years since I've seen it, so.
Interesting. I used to love that movie growing up, but I recently watched it and it's fucking awful. It's so bad. Oh
I feel like it's like that with a lot of old movies, like some of those Adam Sandler ones, like bedtime stories and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
They just like
story.
drag on so long.
I know.
And
There's so many just like bedtime stories has a lot of cringy parts with the fucking little ass kids.
It's an Adam Sandler movie. There's gonna be cringy parts no matter what.
I got a couple Adam Sandler movies on this quick list that I just thought of.
All right.
Next one, fucking 50 First Dates. Remember that movie?
Oh yeah, it's a good Adam Sandler movie.
It is. It's one of the good ones with Drew Barrymore.
I just like Rob Schneider's character where he wears like the coconuts for us or whatever, and he just like rubs them a lot.
Yeah.
And that Sean Astin from The Goonies and Stranger Things is like
he's really good in that.
Yeah, he's always wearing like net shirts and Speedos and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he didn't Click. I think he was in Click and he wore Speedos in that too.
Was he in Click?
Yeah.
I do not remember Sean Astin in Click.
He plays when Adam Sandler's character goes into the future and he's like super fat. That's like his wife's new husband because he was like the swim coach for his son.
Oh, that's
and he's just like always wore a Speedo around and everything.
Oh my goodness, I haven't seen Click in so long. Ever since
I saw that like a few months ago, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Still a pretty good movie, I think.
Ever since I cried watching it, I just can't watch it anymore.
It's a sad movie.
It is fucking sad. We talked about that. Okay, next one. Speaking of Rob Schneider, The Hot Chick.
Never seen it.
You've never seen The Hot Chick?
Actually, I think I've seen like 10 minutes of it, and I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
It's fucking good. I love The Hot Chick. Alright, well, I guess we can skip that. Stuart Little.
I saw that. I was like 4. I don't remember anything of it. Who was it? Frankie Muniz in that movie that played him?
No. What?
I thought he played
the little boy or the mouse.
They played the mouse.
Michael J. Fox played the mouse.
Okay.
Stuart Little. Yeah.
Close enough.
Michael J. Fox. He's a perfect voice for a fucking talking mouse. Put that on the resume. Yeah, the little from episode 6, our cute kid of the podcast, the fucking little boy from Jerry Maguire. He plays the kid in that movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was a cute kid.
Yeah, very cute. All right, next movie. Journey to the Center of the Earth with Brendan Fraser and fucking Hutchinson. What's his name?
Josh Hutcherson.
Is
that Hutcherson or Hutchinson?
Hutcherson, I think. That makes more sense.
Jeez, I don't really remember anything in that movie.
You remember that? I
think I watched it like when it came out, but
I think we talked about this before in the podcast. But what's so funny about that movie was that it was in 3D, and I remember it's one of those like old 3D movies where not every movie was fucking 3D. It was just like the specific ones.
And you had to wear like the red and white like plastic cardboard glasses.
Well, and those movies had like specific parts where they literally just only do 3D, like intentionally because it's a 3D movie. Because there's literally parts in that it's so fun to watch now if it's on 3D where it's literally just like
if you're just watching the regular version.
Yeah, you're just like watching it and it's going along, and then all of a sudden they fucking drop like a bucket of bouncy balls and they just fucking bounce everywhere.
I used to love it. Like they did that even for like the producer like companies. They would do like 3D effects for like their intros or whatever, where they would have like this huge like boulder that's like flying up the screen and stuff like that.
Oh man! And then there's just some parts where they're just like, "Oh look, a yo-yo," and they're like, "Dong, dong," just like out of the fucking screen. It's so
those things are so bad. It's like almost like when a character has like a Pepsi and then they have it like label out, just like downing it. Okay. I think it was like World War Z.
World War Z,
with Brad
yes,
Pitt.
I was gonna fucking say that. That was literally. I remember sitting in the theater. So if you haven't seen World War Z, you can look up World War Z Pepsi and you'll probably fucking find it. It's literally near the end of the movie, right when Brad Pitt finds the like cure basically for the zombies, and he's basically just walking back to the hospital, just feeling all high and mighty because he just saved the world. And then he just walks to this vending machine, fucking puts in coins, gets a Pepsi, and then just fucking drinks it right in front of camera with the Pepsi label out, and then it just goes along with the movie.
And then he says, "Wow, I could see why the zombies were so crazy to get in here."
I literally remember sitting in the theater just genuinely just mortified. I was like, why is this happening right now? I was so confused.
See, they're coming out with a World War Z game like next month.
Really?
Yeah, for the Xbox One and stuff. It actually looks really good. It's like a co-op game. I think it's like a wave. It's like a survival game, and then they do the thing where the zombies like make a mountain on each other and stuff like that.
Oh shit!
It looks pretty fun.
That was pretty good. I remember it was one of those movies where going into it, I had no idea what it was about.
I just saw the commercials, and all they showed was like that mountain of zombies. Yeah. I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool.
It's pretty good.
I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, I liked it.
I know. Actually,
fun.
Yeah, that's one of the few movies that I actually own.
Here's another funny thing. I remember when I was growing up in elementary school, whenever someone would say I owned a movie, I thought their like family just actually owned that movie, like they own the rights.
I own Walt Disney. Or
whatever. They're just like, oh, I own World War Z. My family produced it, and I was like, I always thought
they were there.
I always thought I was like, how many fucking movies does this guy own? Gosh, this guy must be rich. I don't own any fucking movies. Yeah.
You say that. I don't know any movies.
I don't own any.
I just watch them on the TV with the DVD.
I've never produced a movie, not like you guys.
I'm like, no, I don't have any games either. I don't have anything.
I don't own any games. Next movie, Race to Witch Mountain.
Is that with Toward the Rock?
Yep.
I've never seen that.
Really?
I just seen the meme.
Where, like, they'll say,
he returns around after she says something like controversial. Or...
That's a fucking classic meme. Anna Sophia Robb's in that.
That's why you said it.
I love Anna Sophia Robb. Everybody knows it. It's out. I wear it on my sleeve.
That was a thumbnail.
It was a thumbnail for your mouth wide open. Mouth agape.
Fun fact. I don't know if this is like a weird account or anything, but on SoundCloud I can check like who views the podcast or whatever. And we've only had like 2 or 3 podcasts that had like kind of like weird images for like the profile pic that involved like women, and this guy clicked on only those.
Which ones were they? Fucking Anna Sophia Robb was the other one we did. Was it the one where she's like drinking water?
Maybe. It was like ones with the women on it only. I was like, that's
funny.
Is this guy weird?
Really horny. Looked at
I was like, he probably saw that. He probably saw that in the name, and he's like, oh, this is gonna be good. And then he like turned it off. He's like, okay, maybe that was a fluke.
Maybe this next one. Oh great, just a bunch of guys again.
Even though he's listening for audio.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know.
Maybe that was Anna Sophia Robb talking. I would listen to that podcast.
Yeah, it was like he's like, yeah, take a break from the sex phone lines or whatever. Take a look at these podcasts.
I haven't seen Race Witch Mountain in a long time. I kind of want to rewatch that because I don't really remember anything.
When did that
about
come
it.
out? Like 10 years ago?
It is fucking probably 2008.
So around the time as like Journey to Center of the Earth. Wasn't it kind of like was it like a similar?
Yeah, basically it's like Anna Sophia Robb.
Wasn't she like an alien?
Yeah, and her brother, who's the villain in Hunger Games. Not the villain, but like the guy from District 1 who they kill at the very end. The blonde guy.
I probably, if I saw his face, I'd probably
Yeah,
know.
you know. He's like her brother in it, and they're both aliens. They have to fucking get to Witch Mountain.
Wait, which mountain?
That's funny, actually.
Did they make that joke at all?
I don't think so.
Oh, wow, that's a missed opportunity.
I'm not sure. We can rewatch it and let you guys know if they make a witch
Give you an
joke.
update.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That made me genuinely laugh. First time I've ever
Time
genuinely
to
laughed on this podcast.
end the podcast on
Yeah.
that.
Alright, thanks for listening. But yeah, that movie, what was I gonna say about that shit?
Underrated gem.
Yeah, underrated gem. I remember there's some scary parts because they had like these other alien
There's
suited
actually
guys.
scary parts in that?
I mean, when I was like a 10-year-old,
Yeah,
I kind
that's
of got
true.
a little spooked. There's some parts where like in some movies where I just kind of have to, you know, when you're like a kid and you're watching a movie by yourself and like there's always this
Like
you
random
memorize
triggers?
One part, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I remember I would always watch Space Jam. And the part where Bugs Bunny like yells in Michael Jordan's face, he's like, "We need your help!" and just like yells it super loud, and a bunch of like bells start ringing. I always had to fucking like look away and like clench, like,
Really?
because I don't know why. When I was a little kid.
Just like the
watching that.
combination of like anger and noises and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know. So it scared me. Fucking PTSD from all the
From Bugs Bunny
from
and
Bugs
Michael
Bunny.
Jordan.
Yeah. So you excited for Space Jam 2 coming out in like 2020 with LeBron James? They're filming it like this summer.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
I thought
too.
they were gonna make one with Blake Griffin at one point.
Yeah, that
I
was
don't know if that
stupid,
got canceled or anything because
I
I
don't
thought
know.
that
I
was
think-
like confirmed.
I don't know.
It was like a few, like quite a few years ago,
yeah,
like
that
5
sounds- that
years
sounds
ago.
familiar.
I think it was like after he did like the dunk contest where he like
Yeah,
jumped over the
key
sedan or
or
whatever. Yeah. Maybe somebody just started that rumor, just like, oh man, that'd be cool if Blake Griffin was in Space Jam. Like, what a weird
Yeah.
choice.
That doesn't make any sense. Michael Jordan to fucking Blake Griffin, what a downfall.
Yeah, do you remember any
specific?
specific movies where like you were a kid and it wasn't really that scary, but it just freaked you out?
I'll try to.
I remember Monster House was kind of
what?
one of those.
Oh yeah, Monster House
Yeah.
is scary. The fucking old guy. I remember watching it in theaters. So
Yeah.
I got scared. I was like, oh,
And then
shit.
like when he's in his room and he's sleeping and there's like that hand.
Oh
that
yeah,
goes, and
that's
it's-
terrifying. Ugh. Just that, even just like the animation of that movie was so just like weird looking.
It was really
to
good.
where It was really
For
good.
like 2005.
It just made it even more like creepy.
Mhm.
It's like, ugh.
And then
Like
there was
Chowder,
the
scary.
Christmas Carol, the Jim Carrey one.
Okay, one thing about that movie, it always pissed me off when they're advertising for it, where it's like, Jim Carrey plays the ghost past, present, and future. The fucking ghost of the future doesn't say one word in the damn movie, but they're like, oh, he's gonna
Doesn't the
just
last
kill
one
him.
not say anything either?
Yeah, the ghost of the future.
Oh, I was just thinking of death.
Yeah, two of them they don't talk. But yeah, he only talks for 2 out of the 3, and they're just like, he voices all 3 of them. Isn't that incredible? What an amazing actor! I mean, I love Jim Carrey.
He has so much
It's just-
range.
Yeah, it's just so done. He can even not talk. He's incredible. Yeah.
So much discipline to just not flail his arms.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember watching that in theaters, and it was pretty spooky.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm kind of sick of the fucking Christmas Carol story. I'm just so like,
Yeah, and just
I don't
the
know.
Scrooge.
it's annoying now. It's the same shit over and
Did you
over.
ever watch like the older one from like the 70s or whatever?
I remember watching the Muppet Christmas Carol. That was a good
That was a
time.
different one.
I don't know.
I remember even that older one was kind of creepy, like just for the Ghost of the Future, just like the music they played during it. It was like it just like would randomly get like super loud all of a sudden and everything. It was like really weird.
Yeah. There's a bunch. I used to be terrified of a lot of little things in movies. I'm trying to think of any the specific ones. You got any on mind while I can think?
I don't know. I don't know if it was mostly movies, but I remember there was like certain games that would like kind of freak me out a little bit. That were really scary.
I remember I had fucking like Area 51 for Xbox, and you refused to play it whenever you came to my house because you're like, oh my gosh, it's the scariest game ever. So I never played it.
It was pretty scary.
I bet if I played it now, it'd probably the funnest game ever.
You'd probably be fine now, but I mean,
Oh,
that was
yeah,
like when we were
hope
like
so.
8 or 10 or something like that.
I guess things that get my heart rate going. I remember when my dad used to live in an apartment a couple years ago, he would fucking, every time we'd drive back from somewhere, you'd have to go up like this one flight of stairs and then down the hall to open the door.
Mhm.
And I remember whenever we'd get back from going somewhere, me and my brother and my dad would just turn off the car and give me the keys, and I'd have to just like and then I would get out of the car first, and I would just sprint up the stairs, and they would just slowly just walk towards me, and I have to fucking get the key and then like unlock it and open it before they got to me. And I don't know why it was just so terrifying, because like we did it as like a joke to where like I would try to run up there and unlock it and get in, because it was kind of hard to get the key in. So I would literally
that would just like freak me out.
I would just hear him just getting up the stairs, my heart rate would try going super fast.
like, how got it, and then you drop the keys, and
yeah,
like, no,
exactly.
I'm gonna get killed.
Like, I don't know, kind of helps my clutch factor, I guess.
Oh yeah, I guess Halo. Like when I was really young, I'd play like Halo 1, and for some reason the hunters always freak me out.
Really?
Yeah, like the orange dudes, like the cannons.
Oh yeah.
And then the flood too.
Oh yeah, the flood's pretty scary.
Yeah.
I remember the flood. I hate the flood so much. It was the worst level.
But
ever.
I mean, now it's fine. But it's when I was younger. Because like the first one, they would like sprint at you, but like in the Halo 3, they're just kind of like a blob.
Yeah. Well, even like zombies kind of got my heart rate going. Like Call of Duty zombies, and they're just like
only if I like played by
stuff.
myself.
Yeah.
But if I was playing with like a friend, it's like whatever.
I don't know.
I think it was like mostly when you're playing by yourself, you don't know where they're coming from.
Yeah. It's
so like
true.
if you have like multiple screens set up, like if you're playing split screen, you can have them like gauge where they are based on where your friend's at.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm playing like Fortnite or something, and like I
get really scared of Fortnite.
Fuck! I just see him gliding in. I'm like, oh man!
I think I turn it off.
But I remember I played it like a week ago, just like for fun. I remember we were just like, I don't know, some guy just popped out of nowhere, and it's always so quiet because I have to listen for him, and then they just like
come
out
you
of
just
nowhere.
get like a shotgun blast in the face.
It's just terrifying.
Yeah, that happens a lot in PUBG too.
Jump scares.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We're just like going through a random house. There's like a guy in the corner with a shotgun. He just blasts you, and it's more the noise than anything because you're not expecting it after it's been quiet for 30 minutes.
Yeah. I saw Hereditary in theaters and kind of going to actual
Didn't that like
scary
just kind of
stuff.
come out?
Yeah, it came out. It was in the summer, I think. I watched.
Yeah,
I'm
not a horror.
Neither am I. That was
yeah.
that was the first ever horror movie I saw in theaters, and it was terrifying. I'm not thinking of a fucking part in that movie, and it's just like it's one of those things where it's just like it's kind of towards the end of the movie, and it's like this dark room, and it's like sunlight coming in. And so like a wide shot of the room, and it's like the sun like getting out of bed, and like you think you see something in the corner, and you're not sure.
Yeah.
And it slowly like starts moving. You're like, wait, is that a thing there? And then it just like, and then you know it's moving, and it's fucking just like crawling on the wall.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh, I'm thinking of it now.
That's like the worst shit.
It's like it's
it's like the skin crawl ones where you're just like. Ew.
It's one of those. It's like the first time in a scary movie that I watched where I was like, "Is that actually something?" And I thought I saw something.
Yeah.
Usually it's just nothing. But that was actually the first time where like you're kind of like not supposed to see it at first. But I was like, "Wait, is it something?" And then like it started moving, and I was like, "Oh fuck, this is so scary."
I'm just like I couldn't imagine like playing VR games like Resident Evil and VR and stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
There's some horror games that come out now where I'm like, how could anybody in their right mind even get through this shit?
Yeah, I always watch
because there's like around Halloween, there's always a bunch of games come out, so I'll watch like YouTubers play some new ones just to like see what it looks like. Because I'll never play it, but I'll watch like some videos about it. And there's some where it's just like I think there was one that a few were playing where I think it was called like Visage or something like that, where it's like you walk around like this house and you have to like take medication or else you like lose your sanity and you like start hearing stuff and things like that. And like the first like hour that you're going through, it's just like this dark house, and you're just like waiting for something to pop out, but then like nothing does. Like the first hour, and then they give you like this camera. And it's like one of those where it's like you flash and then it shows like footprints and stuff, and the only way you can see the monsters is if you like flash the camera.
Oh my god!
So it's like almost like pitch black down the hallway, and then you flash it down there, and you see like a monster in the end of the hallway and stuff like that. I'm like,
awful.
Fuck that! I'm never gonna play something like that.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I too sometimes watch like horror movie or not horror movie, but like horror games being played by YouTubers and stuff, and like they're just like I don't know how like I can't just control. Like use the controller to move. Like I just have to stop and just like not be able to go anymore. Yeah, it's like I can't go. Like I don't know.
Because it's almost like inflicting pain on yourself. Like I can't do it.
Yeah. Oh man, I've been jumping at so many jump scares recently. I've been watching. I watched The Gift, like we were talking about, and they took it off Netflix. It fucking blows.
Oh yeah, right when I was gonna watch it.
Yeah, but I watched it again, and there's like 2 jump scares in that where like I fucking knew they were coming, and I jumped so hard. Oh my gosh, like I don't know what it is.
Isn't that the best moment when you're in a movie and you're the only one out of your friends that jumps?
Yeah, everyone just fucking looks at you. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? Yeah, that makes you feel real strong. Well, that's what's always kind of fun about, like, if you watch a scary movie and it's like a really packed theater. Like, I watched It, which wasn't really that scary, but there's like some
It's
jump
more of like a
scares.
suspense thing.
Yeah, and like there's a couple.
It's also a clown thing, which also just adds to creepiness.
I don't know. Clowns don't really scare me that much. I mean, if they're fucking chasing me at night, yeah, they're gonna scare me. But I mean, not just because they're clowns.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if they're put in like a certain context, then it's extra scary.
But it's pretty fun because I watched it with one of my friends and it was at WSU, so it's like a bunch of college kids in the theater, and it's like a full theater because it was right when it came out. And it's kind of fun because there'd be like a jump scare, and I'd be like, "Wah!" and like everyone would scream, and then everyone would kind of like start laughing over like the lull and just be like, "Oh fuck!" and like everyone just kind of like started to like.
Yeah, that's the only way it'd be good though, is if you're in like a full theater like opening weekend.
Yeah,
or something.
with a bunch of other like. Especially
it's not the same
kids.
when it's like 2 people here, 2 people there. And then,
that's
like,
how it was when I watched fucking Hereditary, and I was like, I was just fucking huddled.
Did you go by yourself?
No, I went with a friend.
Oh.
But I don't know.
One person isn't enough.
No, it was.
You need at least 2.
Yeah.
Sitting in the middle.
Yeah. I guess another movie that's like kind of scary, Disturbia. Do you ever watch that with Shia LaBeouf?
I did see that. I saw that this year actually for the first
really?
time. Yeah,
that's super suspenseful. At least what I remember. I watched it like
kind of towards the end. Like it wasn't really that bad until like the last act.
I just remember I watched it in like middle school, and I thought it was pretty scary. But that was like a long time.
I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, pretty good. I like Shia LaBeouf.
I like Shia LaBeouf like 04 to like 08.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff, like holes to Transformers.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
The first Transformers is pretty good. Do you remember the first Transformers?
I do. Yeah, that was a good. I haven't even seen the new one yet, but I heard that one was pretty good. The one with John Cena, Bumblebee or whatever.
Oh yeah. That one was
they got like a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that. Because they didn't have Michael Bay doing this one. It was like a whole different director. I think it might have been J.J. Abrams, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It definitely had more of like a small world feel instead of fucking like, oh, we're gonna blow up the world.
Yeah, they're like in Iraq fighting robots, and then like the next scene they're in New York, and there's a scene where it's like an Xbox is like turning into like an alien transformer and like attacking a guy's face.
I just remember watching like the original Transformers when they were in the desert and they're just fighting like the robot scorpion.
Oh yeah, that was like going through like the sand and
it's
stuff.
Like
that.
What are the soldiers gonna do? They're not gonna kill it with bullets.
Yeah, against the metal machine.
The soldiers literally never did anything.
It's like shooting a tank.
They just ran around and just all died and then waited for a fucking like actual Autobot or whatever to come in and save them. Every single time. I don't think they ever killed a robot by themselves.
Oh yeah, it was only the Autobots. Like what did they even do? Well, I think some of them have like rocket launchers that would kind of help a little bit. But that was it. Like they were still carrying around like ARs and stuff like that was going to do anything.
It's so dumb. They're like so serious. You're like, come on, we gotta keep going, man. It's like you're not making any difference. Like you're just all dying for no reason.
Keep hitting them.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I remember with my brother, one of our family friends. I remember watching the first Transformers with Megan Fox, and we just fucking like fucking rewind all the parts where fucking Megan Fox was running.
Really?
Yeah.
Put them in slow motion, like quarter speed. We like zoom in on frame 85.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
tits are bouncing. The good old middle school days.
Is Megan Fox even alive anymore?
I don't know. She hasn't done anything. I'm trying to think of the last movie she was actually in.
Because they didn't bring her back for the second one. Because I think she was like...
No, she was in the second one, just not the third.
Okay, because I know they cut her out because she like wasn't fun to work with like on the set.
I can see that.
I guess she was like a total diva behind the scenes.
I can see that.
Yeah, she has that look.
Yeah. With a name like Megan Fox, you gotta be another bitch.
Last name Fox,
yeah. Jeez. I like how, and then the next movie, Shia LaBeouf just has another just fucking dime of a girlfriend. It's like, there's no way Shia LaBeouf would get 2 hot girlfriends in a row. You kidding me? Come on. Fucking Witwicky, whatever his name is.
Sam Witwicky?
Sam Witwicky.
The greatest character name of all time.
Yeah.
What was the... Did you ever see the ones with Mark Wahlberg?
I never watched that. I think there's only one, wasn't there? Or was there 2?
I think there was 2.
Nah, there's so many fucking Transformers movies. Jeez.
I only saw the first 2, The Revenge of the Fallen. I remember I saw that one in theaters, and that movie was like 3 hours, and I was like, "Is this ever gonna end?"
Oh man, yeah, those are hard to watch sometimes. Like non-stop action, like it's cool when you're in like middle school. You're like, oh, sick, fucking robots fighting. But now it's just like, fuck, man.
I don't really care anymore. Yeah,
like I can't.
I'm more into it just for like the story.
Yeah. Like, I can't watch, like, a spy movie or anything anymore. Like, fucking James Bond. I can't watch those movies. I just think they're too boring. Like the action scenes aren't fun for me to watch. I don't
Yeah.
know why. And then the story, I don't understand what's happening. It's just a bunch of Russian bullshit.
Yeah, because you didn't keep up with like the other 50 movies.
So I don't know the characters. I don't know the lore.
The James Bond lore. Did you ever play the James Bond games? Those are pretty fun.
No, I never really played
on like
those.
the PS2.
I think I might have played one a long time ago.
Yeah, there was always one on like the PlayStation. I think it was called Nightfire, and we would just like play because you could have there's like multiplayer maps. We could just have bots.
Oh yeah.
You could fight. Those were always fun. Then there's another one that was like a co-op game that was fun too. Just like fun to mess around.
Yeah.
It's funny because a lot of them are just so different too.
Mm-hmm.
Like they really changed genres a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there any other like video games that you know of that like are pretty no one really talks about but are pretty good?
Like older ones or newer ones?
I don't know any. Fucking do you ever play Mr. Meat Boy or like Meat Boy whatever it was?
Super Meat Boy?
Super Meat Boy? Yeah.
Yeah, I played a little bit. That was kind of a hard one.
Yeah.
You had to like
I
get
love
to like
that
the traps and spikes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Like,
and then at the end it would show you like all your deaths.
Yeah,
like,
that was
really
the
fast.
best part.
Yeah.
You can see all the meat explode in the traps. Very satisfying.
Yeah. Did you ever play the Bigs?
Like the baseball game?
Yeah, the baseball game?
No.
That was a fun one. It was like basically Street, but for baseball.
Oh shit.
I recently just started playing that again. It's really fun.
Damn, it's sick.
It's just addicting.
Did you ever play NFL Blitz?
Like the licensed one or the one that was just called Blitz?
I think just Blitz.
Oh yeah, that was a fun one where it's like the
Yeah.
fake teams and it's like the rated M football game.
Yeah, it's fucking
With, like,
ridiculous. I remember.
Well, we were playing the second one like that one time, and there was like modes where there was like a fumble only mode.
Oh yeah.
Where like it's just like every time your player gets touched, he fumbles it,
We
and
should
then
play
you
that after this.
yeah,
That'd be fun.
yeah.
But I remember we played. Me and my brother played Blitz. This is back in like elementary school. Like our parents got it for us. It's like, oh, it's a football game. And I remember one of our guys got injured,
And then it's just like the broken bone X-ray and stuff.
It's like, what do you want to do? Sit him on the bench or give him the juice? And we're like, oh, let's give him some juice. Like, give him some fucking apple juice. And then like we press it, and they just fucking just put in a needle into his body and just start shooting him up with steroids. And we're like,
he's like, don't worry, I wiped it on my arm.
Yeah.
I breathed on it. I wiped the germs off.
Oh man, it was not good. I watched.
So all right, pass this around. Take a little bit yourself.
Yeah, share the needle, please. I remember there's a lot of like bad shit that I played and watched when I was a young lad. I'm surprised it didn't turn out worse.
No, I played like GTA and stuff when I was like 8.
Yeah, well, the movie The Ringer, how we were talking about earlier. My dad showed that to me when I was like 9. If you don't know what The Ringer is,
Well, it was a different time. Even like 05 when that came out.
I don't know, fucking 9-year-old watching a movie about Johnny Knoxville fixing the Special Olympics, and like
it's a good family comedy.
I read the I rewatched it recently, and I read the description. It's like, oh, it's a fun-loving movie where you're gonna be smiling throughout, and it's like, what? Like, I feel bad. I mean, it's fucking hilarious, but like, I don't know, I feel bad for.
They don't paint them in a bad light though. They paint them in a good light.
I mean, it's pretty progressive, I guess.
They're saying like, hey, they're not so bad.
Yeah, it's like this is normal.
Yeah, there's normal dudes.
I don't know.
They go out for ice cream.
What else did the guy make? The maker of Ringer made a couple other like really good movies. I'm gonna look it up.
Jackass and Jackass 2 and Jackass 3, Jackass the game.
Jackass the game, that'd be fun.
That's actually a thing. It came out like when the movie came out.
Damn,
I feel weird even calling it a movie because it's like a sketch show basically that they compiled together.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a good show though. A movie, whatever. Fuck.
It's hard to watch sometimes. Some of those are hard to watch.
Yeah.
Where like they're rolling through like mouse traps and stuff like that. I'm like, ugh.
I just don't like the ones where they have to like drink like horse cum. That shit, like.
Did they do that?
Yeah, there was one where they had to fucking do that, or no, they had to eat bull poop or something, and then he like started puking, and I was like, I felt like I was gonna puke, and I was like, I have to turn this off. The Ringer got a 40% Rotten Tomatoes, and a 46 on Metacritic.
It's actually higher than I thought it was gonna get.
It's such a good movie. Who created it? What the fuck? Hold on.
Oh, you can like the director or like.
Yeah. They made other good movies.
Just pull it up on IMDb and then you can find like the directors and the cast and crew and stuff.
Okay, I'll do that. Keep talking, Zach.
Oh yeah, so thank you for everybody for rating our podcast enough to get a rating on there. So now it's at 10 out of 10. We have
10 out of 10.
ratings.
If you look up Deep Thoughts Podcast on IMDb, we're a 10-star podcast, obviously, but
So we got 5 ratings, 2 of which are from the creators, so no bias.
Nope, not at all.
Did you find it?
Maybe it was the writer.
Ricky Britt?
Ricky Blitt. No, he...
Family Guy. And Movie 43, that's a good collection.
Not him.
Movie 43 was probably like the worst movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was fucking awful. What the hell?
Whenever I think of that movie, I think of that one sketch where it was like Hugh Jackman and like he has balls like in his neck. Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah. No, he like comes to a dinner party for like a date and then he was like wearing a scarf. And he like takes the scarf off, just a pair of balls hanging off his neck. And that's like the whole bit.
Jeez, I do not remember that.
Look it up, it's pretty weird.
Oh yeah, the fucking it's like the Farrelly brothers. They also made There's Something About Mary, Osmosis Jones, Dumb and Dumber.
That's solid.
Yeah. Hall Pass, The Ringer, Stuck on You, Shallow Hal. Yeah, Shallow Hal, that's what it was.
I wonder if they're having trouble making stuff nowadays with the kind of stuff they're making before.
Seriously.
Shallow Hal is a weird movie.
I fucking love that movie. That movie's so good.
Yeah, it is a good movie though.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
If you don't know what Shallow Hal is, it's Jack Black, where he judges.
He's not the wholesome man looks. He actually
no,
is.
Not at all. He judges women based on their looks, and then he meets a hypnotist.
And then his best friend is George from Seinfeld, but he has a tail.
Yeah. But he meets a hypnotist in the elevator and tells him about like his women problems and how like
he's shallow.
Women.
His name's Hal.
He's shallow, and so the hypnotist makes it so he can see women for their inner beauty. So then he starts dating like
I think Gwyneth Paltrow is who plays the So
then Jack Black starts dating a bunch of like unattractive girls, but to him
he sees
they
them
look
as
like fucking models because
yeah.
they're super nice and like genuine people. And so his friend and like people around him are just like kind of like giving him looks and stuff.
Yeah,
he's
because he sees like a 10 out of 10 like model, but then really she's like 300 pounds and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's some funny parts in that though.
Yeah.
Fucking like they go to a restaurant and it just shows like him with like skinny Gwyneth Paltrow, and then all of a sudden the chair just breaks.
Yeah,
but it's actually like a 300-pound woman.
Yeah, and then like, she just downs like an entire like half gallon of like milkshake and stuff.
And Jack Black's just like, "What are these chairs made out of, man? What the fuck?" It's like, they're made out of steel. It's a very wholesome, I guess.
Very wholesome.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good movie. I love Jack Black. That's definitely one of the.
Did you check out his YouTube channel?
Yeah, he hasn't done a lot of shit.
No, he only does like 1 4-minute video a week, and he's like, "We're gonna be getting the computer set to play
Sorry,
games."
no video games this week, but here's a video of us going to this Burger Shack. Thanks, Jack Black. I don't know.
I just like that he like goes like any office he films and he like films the people like making it. Like he went to like his son's like orthodontist, and he's like having the dentist explain shit like that. I'm like,
I fucking love Jack Black. I can't see him being a dad. Like,
or him just going around in public and nobody like not noticing who he is.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw one fucking like paparazzi clip going up to like Jack Black, but like he's pretty cool about it. Fuck the paparazzi. All right, I hate TMZ, all that dumb shit. If you just look up
the videos are pretty funny, like how bad they are on YouTube. Where it's like they're on like the clubhouse and like, so what do you got, guys? Yeah. And the guy's like, I've got a story.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Well, if you just watch like paparazzi versus celebrities or something,
like Jonah Hill, he's had some run-ins.
Oh yeah, but it's like they're fucking dicks. Like they're literally just like walking around, and then they just crowd them coming out of the airport.
Yeah.
Like, so what's your new movie about? Hey Jack, like how you doing today?
Is it true you're dating so and so?
Yeah. What do you?
How do you feel about this person that died? Are you sad? Are you sad that your mom died? Huh?
Yeah, that's seriously how it is. And then they get mad and they're like, I
heard she had a criminal history. History. Is that true? Is your mom a thug? Is your mom a criminal? Huh?
And then
your dead mom?
And then the celebrity always just like kind of, if they get angry, they're just like, whoa, dude, calm down.
Or if they don't smile for like a second, they're like, wow, he's really passive.
Yeah. Gosh, bunch of fucking scum of the earth. That's what they are. Fuck them, dude.
Yeah.
Imagine doing that for a living. Fuck you.
Just like stoking out like people's houses, like setting up camp just to get like a photo.
It's ridiculous. I don't understand. I mean, they're kind of entertaining to watch just because it just gives you a hatred.
But then you always feel bad after you watch it.
Well, you ever just watch like YouTube videos just because you know you're gonna get mad at them, and then it just enrages you.
Yeah, and you're like, why do I do this?
Yeah.
I do that a lot for like comment sections and stuff.
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah. And I'm like, all right, let's see what idiots are in this.
Yeah, seriously, sports section's just the worst.
Even though I never reply because it's like there's no point.
I have a couple times, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? And then I'm just like, these people are closed-minded. They're not going to change their mind. I'm not going to convince them of anything. Especially when it's like, when you're a fan of like a sports team, and you look at like other fans of the same
you're going to like
sports
convince
team.
someone to like be a fan of your new team now.
Well, not really that, but say like, if I go on like a Vikings like comment section, and I see like, oh, we need to fire Mike Zimmer, and like all this shit, and then it's just like, I can't. I don't know. Like, you're stupid.
They lose one game, they're like, tear it all down.
Exactly. They're fucking ridiculous, and everybody thinks they know like what they're talking about.
The armchair GMs.
Yeah, literally no one knows what to talk about. Not even the actual GMs in the NFL. They don't know what they're doing. They're just kind of winging it. Like, they think they know what they're doing.
Especially in like trades and stuff. I'm like, you have no idea what. Or it's like, why don't we just sign like all these good players, and just like,
what the fuck?
Why don't we just pay them anything that they want?
It's so ridiculous. And then like, what was I gonna say? Fuck. Keep talking. It's gosh. I don't know what I was gonna say. But anyways, people are just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
In conclusion.
Yeah, in conclusion, I hate people. Fuck Maroon 5. Sorry, SpongeBob.
Sorry, Steven.
Yeah.
Steven Hillenburg.
That's so bad. I can't believe they did that to him. Ugh.
Boycott NFL.
Boycott the NFL for the comment section on their treatment of Steven Hillenburg.
Do you think anybody still has that profile picture on their social media?
Steven Hillenburg?
No, the boycott NFL, where it's like the NFL logo with like a no through it or something.
There's probably a lot. One of my dad's coworkers like literally stopped watching. He was like a huge Seahawks fan. Literally stopped watching football because of the Colin Kaepernick situation.
Is he still not watching?
I don't even know.
Though he's not even a Seahawk?
I don't even care anymore. It's just like, I don't understand it. I have a lot of strong feelings about the Kaepernick situation, but you know, whatever. If you have questions
did
about
you hear that he wanted $20 million from the AFL or whatever?
Ridiculous.
I was like, they probably don't even have $20 million to their name.
No, not at all.
Maybe it'll be in the XFL.
Yeah, that'd be cool. $20 million for Colin Kaepernick, the XFL. Have fucking how they have nicknames on the back.
Yeah, what's his nickname gonna be?
I don't know. Rise up. Down with whites.
I don't know if they'd allow that. They might lose some of their audience on that one.
Yeah, man. But yeah, go Colin Kaepernick. Anyways.
You can probably wrap this up now.
Sure. What's it at?
It's like over an hour.
Over an hour? Wow.
Yeah,
wrap this shit up. Alright. So, thank you for listening to the Thots podcast. Sorry we were away for so long. It's been a busy couple of months, but we're back. And we'll see
back
you.
In action. Looney Tunes back in action.
Also Brendan Fraser. But we'll see you guys August probably. Next time we have a podcast.
We'll see you next year so we can talk about the new year and all your resolutions and everything.
Yeah. We used to do a podcast every week, but now we're just lucky to do it once a month, honestly.
Yeah. It's like getting more and more space in between episodes as like as they go along.
We used to do it one a day.
We did 3 in 1 week.
Yeah. Well, those were the days. Fuck. Alright, but thank you for listening. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to comment on our
1-800 number.
post. Yeah, call our
1-800
I would say my actual phone number on here, but I don't want any Netherlands people.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
No. I've already said my real name in my Instagram account. I've done enough. So follow us on Instagram, and thank you for listening, and we're going to high five to end the episode. Alright, episode 18. Deep Thoughts, see ya.